What I do? I'm a Taekwondo instructor for an outreach program here in the city I live in. I see one group of students once a week, 45 minutes each class time. I won't bore you with the details. My Saturdays are pretty full and it takes a lot out of me. That's only because I'm not used to the new schedule yet. I used to run just one black belt club class in the afternoon, but now with the addition of a new regular class, I am with an outreach program. A different day of the week, I'm in a different part of my city. And now I attained a 5th class for Saturday afternoons at a recreation center. So, morning, black belt club, afternoon, regular class, my new regular class, if that doesn't confuse you. And then after my regular class, I have an evening black belt club class. I used to hold my BBC, I'll say that for short, in the afternoon, and everybody was able to come and take the black belt club class. But now the afternoon class took over that time spot, so I split my class into the morning and afternoon. I'm sorry, morning and the evening. So my Saturdays are it's full of Taekwondo. I'm okay with that. It taxes more on my body because Saturdays was my day to sleep in, and boy did I enjoy it. I normally wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but on Saturdays I get to stay in bed, sleep in until 9 or 10 o'clock, and it was a good feeling. But that's okay. I want my students to enhance their skills, keep practicing, and then enhance their skills even more. Practice does not make perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. But practice does make permanent. The more you practice a technique, the more permanent it becomes. More and more and more. Even the basic techniques of Taekwondo, front kick, round kick, side kick, hook kick, axe kick, back kick. Just the basic kicks of Taekwondo. Practice those, and then your jump spin back kick will be much better. Will always be good, always, because you're remembering to practice the basic technique. I gave that story to talk about frustration. With a schedule like mine, working 5 days a week, 5 different locations, all around my city, I come across students who give me the blank look. And I'm wondering if either do I speak the same language they speak, or do they speak the same language I speak? I don't mean that in any negative way. But when I know that the student speaks English, understands English, and they give me the blank look, I can get frustrated, especially when it's week after week after week after week. So how do I deal with it? Tenets of Taekwondo. Number 5, indomitable spirit. I signed on for this job, and that's just part of the job. I have no right to complain. I have I would be a bad example to my students if I let that make me angry. Frustration, normal human emotion, that's fine. But I have to take the frustration and keep calm. Keeping calm. I heard a phrase on a survival show. Dual survivor. Yeah. Dual survival. On, I believe it was Discovery Channel. Could have been the History Channel, whichever one it was. And it was what, Mike and Cody? I think his name was Mike. I heard him, he told the camera something his daddy always told him. When you're mad at something, put it down, move away from it, relax, calm down, and when you're not mad anymore, go back to it. So this works very well when I have line drills, when I have the class split up into lines and we're doing kicks on the bag, kicks or punches, combinations on paddles. If the certain student is giving me the blank stare or not doing the technique correctly, no matter how I bring the how basic I speak, how do I say it? I don't want to say dumb down, but I guess that's the only way it's understandable right away. No matter how much I dumb down my explanation, they still don't get it. And instead of staying there and holding up the line for the other students who want to kick, I will say, okay, go on next. It works. It seems simple, a simple idea, but I guarantee it works. So now I'm looking at my students. If any of you, my students, are watching this video, this doesn't only apply to Taekwondo. Take that lesson and bring it to your schoolwork. That's usually the number one thing to use. Schoolwork. If you have a lot of homework, don't keep going on your homework with no breaks until your eyes bug out and you get big bags and raccoon eyes. If something is making you mad and frustrated, mad and or frustrated, put it down for a while. I don't mean go check Facebook. Isn't it sad it's come to that? Put it down for a while and go away from it. Example of what I mean: if there's a math problem that is really irking you, mark your place in the book, put your math problem piece of paper, put it in the book, close the book, and then move on to another subject. Move on to another subject. Because if you just stop doing your homework completely, inefficient, not good. Stop, move on to a different subject that is easier. And once you're not mad at the math problem anymore, come back to it. I use math because I am not the greatest at any math subject. I barely passed my trigonometry class in college. C+. Okay, C+. Basic math, arithmetic, it's okay. I could do 75% of that in my head. But the other 25, give me a piece of paper, and if it's really burning my brain, give me a calculator. So that's the lesson I wanted to show, to pass along in this video. That's the message I wanted to pass along. If you're mad at something, move away from it. and then come back to it when you're not mad anymore. I'm not going to say the word later. Later could mean 2 hours from now. No. If you are not mad at the problem in 10 minutes, then come back to it in 10 minutes. I do this a lot when I'm teaching my class. If I have a particular student that is making me frustrated or feel the frustration, I'll send the student along. I'll move along. If we're lined up for a regular class and we're doing in-place kicking drills, if the student just doesn't quite get it, you will see me move to someone else. And then eventually I'll make a lap around the group and come back to that student that was giving me the problem. One more story. I almost, it would have been the worst mistake in my career of teaching Taekwondo. I almost told a student to shut up. Fellow instructors there, you know what I mean. Every class, every school has one student that wants to either ask every question in the world and or tell you every single thing about their day. Also, if you say, well, this is a good thing to have, and then that student goes, oh, my dad has that, makes you not want to use cool examples like this anymore, huh? It's a flashlight, by the way. Wait, there you go. Yeah. Just move away from it. Come back to your problem. Come back to your task, and you're not mad anymore. This is a great lesson on how to stay calm. It's not worth getting tense, bent out of shape, angry, frustrated, when you can just come back to it later. Okay? Now that's all I got for you. I will see everyone next week. Peace.